So I'm cleaning stuff up, and I came across. I thought I probably had maybe, if you would ask me, I'd say I got maybe two or three of these Elk Ridge knives. And I'm cleaning, and it turns out I've got six of them, which I can't figure out how I got six. But so I started thinking about it. Everything I buy my own. This is nothing. Obviously, nobody's sending me free knives or anything. So these are just knives I've accumulated over time. And generally, I do not like cheap knives, so that's kind of strange that I bought so many of these. So I consider myself a user, not a collector. So there again, you're probably wondering why I have any cheap knives to begin with as a user, and you can see that these are all not used, right? So again, these have just been kind of purchased over time. We were probably 20 years ago now. We were going to climb Freel Peak, I think it was, outside of Tahoe. We were doing a couple-day long hike, and we were going to be going up a peak. And I had just bought a new Benchmade fixed blade knife. Prior to that, all my fixed blade knives had been fishing or hunting knives, right? I hadn't bought any kind of, what you want to call it, like camping knife. That everything else was folding knives. So I bought a nice Benchmade knife. I was flying into Sacramento for this Freel Peak thing, and long story short, I lost it at the airport, right? They were just starting to charge for bringing extra bags, and yeah, I got stuck under pressure, wasn't paying attention. I didn't want to pay for the bag, so I put it in, put everything in my carry-on. Then I got busted by TSA for the knife. They took it out. I didn't have time, and I made a bad decision and departed from the knife. That was, I generally try not to spend more than maybe $200 on knives, probably more now, maybe 300. But so that was at that point in time, that was probably one of the nicest knives I'd ever bought, and I lost it before I ever really used it. So we got up there, and that was my first exposure to Elk Ridge. Is we landed, we went to a Big Five up somewhere in Sacramento. I figured I was going to need a knife anyway, so I purchased this, and it was okay. It worked. I was happy, and then I was trying to probably uh, not make a big deal out of the fact that I lost that Benchmade. So I thought, man, these knives are okay. Maybe I would like a folder in my pocket knife for that. So I thought, okay. So I bought a, I don't know what it is, but pocket knife, Elk Ridge, and never carried it. Didn't really like it. It's not bad. The blade was actually pretty good, and it feels okay. It's just not ergonomically, like the other blades that I would want to carry. So this is like that sunk cost theory or whatever. I can't really imagine a situation where I would choose one of these Elk Ridge knives over something else. But with that said, I went through a period where I was going to carry a small fixed blade knife. So I bought these two just to check them out. I liked the, what you want to call it, the printing on the blade here. You can barely see it, I think, in there, but it looked pretty decent. And I never carried it. Bought this thinking it might be representative of something I would carry. Never carried it. So that was those two. Still feeling like I gotta make some good Elk Ridge purchase. I bought this thinking we would do like food prep on a car camping thing, and I thought, oh yeah, that'll be good. And used it maybe one time at a tailgating thing to cut up tomatoes or something. Never used it again. No plans. And then this one I was a huge sucker for at a gas station or something. This is the 15-year-old kid in me coming out again. I was like, man, look at that fine cutting. That's all CNC'd, but how cool is that to have that dough right there? Isn't that neat? Yeah. Anyway, Elk Ridge. Pretty cool knives. They're affordable. They work well. They just don't hold an edge, which is a lot of cheap knives won't, but still pretty cool. All right. Hope everybody's having a good day.